I'm Kevin Soergel. We've designed and built this pond to collect rainwater, clean and store and filter the rainwater, and then reuse that rainwater for irrigation. You can wash the car, wash the dog, water the garden, use that water as opposed to using city water.
When I talked to Kevin, I had asked about redoing the pond and had requested a water storage system, rain barrel storage, so that I could collect rainwater. The water is collected from the two downspouts on the north side of the house. The one in the front of the house originally collected water and ran down like a brick gutter along the side yard, and then just spilled into the backyard and went into the ground from there. My thought with collecting the water was to use the water for mostly watering the garden, watering the yard, the lawn, flower beds, rather than paying for city water.
We're using Aquascape's components, including the Aquascape's Biomatrix box, which is the backbone of any water storage system that we use. We basically dig a large cavern or a pit, line it with an underlayment to protect the liner, and then a liner, and then the large crates called the Biomatrixes, or the Aqua blocks. Those crates form a large engineered area that holds a large volume of water. Each one holds about 34 gallons of water. We have over 100 in here, so it's about 3,500 gallons of water storage capacity under this pond. Then we use that water for irrigation. We have a pipe that goes down in with a foot valve like a typical well, drawn to a booster pump which provides household pressure. They can also be 90 psi for pop-ups and irrigation lines. So we have the ability to water the garden down here, or wash the car in the front yard, or irrigate and wash the patio in this particular system. Each system is custom designed to fit the needs of the property and the client. We've taken advantage of the slope in this particular instance. The elevation changes throughout the property. You really create neat little areas. There's no way to look at this whole thing all at once. And in nature you'll see that. You'll never see the beginning of the water or the end of the water. It just passes through. Instead of just collecting water in rain barrels or in a large cistern, that water can become stagnant, actually pretty foul with ammonia from decomposition. This water is stored but constantly circulated and filtered. So we're not only filtering the water, we're adding places for fish and birds and wildlife to use and enjoy. So it's adding to biodiversity, as well as helping to control erosion and taking water usage off of the grid, off of the city water. This is a large enough volume and body of water that the ecosystem is very stable and very self-supporting. The combination of the fish, the plants, bacteria, some algae, but also the circulation and the filtering system, which brings all of the water through gravity to the very lowest point and then collects the leaves and debris, anything that would float on the water, in a very easy collection area. So water that overflows into a gravel basin and then recharges the aquifer instead of just running across the surface fast and downstream and downriver and gone forever.
I'm looking forward to the first winter with the pond, because I've seen photos of some of the other ponds that have been done, and they have snow on the rocks and the water sort of bubbling through them in the sort of crystal winter air, and I'm looking forward to that.
Some of the main benefits of a system like this are not needing to buy your water anymore, being able to use water without having to pay for it. The water that's collected from the rain is stored, as opposed to causing erosion and downstream problems. Although it is well engineered, it's beautiful, it's functional, it's natural, it's good for not only the environment but the person that pays for it.
We were looking for something different for our backyard, and we spend so much time on our patio that we kind of thought, well, water would be nice, to hear the flow of the water, and we both like water. And then I heard about Kevin Soergel through friends and went over to visit him at his office and saw what he does, and decided that's kind of what we would like, because we spend a lot of time sitting, and we are older, a lot of our friends are older, and they would enjoy watching the pond and the fish.
I like to sit on the back porch here and listen to the water and drink my coffee.